All right, let's journey somewhere really special. Deep beneath the island of Malta, there's a hidden world, a world that wasn't built up but was carved down into the earth itself. We're talking about a place of stone and silence and secrets that are literally thousands of years old. It's called the Hal Saflieni Hypogeum.
I mean, really think about that for a second. What if a sound, say a voice or maybe a chant, what if it didn't just disappear into thin air? What if it could be, I don't know, captured in stone and then echo for thousands of years? Sounds kind of poetic, right? But believe it or not, that idea might be the absolute key to understanding the incredible place we're about to dive into.
Okay, so before we can really wrap our heads around these ancient echoes, we've got to understand the place itself. You know, the space that actually holds them. So let's start there. Let's get our bearings in this ancient underground world.
So the name itself is a huge clue. Hypogeum, it's just Greek for underground. And that's literally what this is. We're not talking about a building that was constructed brick by brick upwards. No, this is an entire world that was dug down, carved out of the solid living rock. It's like a building in reverse.
And wow, what a world it is! It's this massive, sprawling maze with multiple levels, all these chambers and passages, and every single one was chiseled out of solid limestone by hand. Think about that. This wasn't something built in a few years or even a lifetime. This was carved over millennia. The sheer determination of the people who did this, it's almost impossible for us to even comprehend today.
But here's where it gets really interesting. The genius of this place isn't just in what they carved, but in how they did it. It looks like they were designing this place with two different materials in mind. First, there's the obvious one, the stone you can see and touch. But the second one, well, it's something you can't see at all. It's sound.
And that's really the two sides of the hypogeum, right? On one hand, you've got the physical stuff, the stone, the maze-like chambers, these super mysterious carvings on the walls. But on the other hand, you have this invisible architecture made of sound, a really, really precise acoustic design. And it's so clear that these two things, the stone and the sound, were meant to work together. You can't separate them.
So what does that actually mean? Well, get this. Researchers have discovered that the chambers are acoustically tuned to a very specific frequency. We're talking around 110 hertz, which is right in the range of a deep male voice. And when you make a sound at that frequency, a simple chant, even a whisper, it doesn't just travel across the room. No, it completely transforms. It becomes this booming, resonant echo that feels like it's coming from the stones themselves. It's wild.
Which, of course, leads to the big question, why? I mean, why would you go to all this unbelievable effort to build what is essentially a giant resonant echo chamber underground? All of the clues seem to be pointing in one direction. Its purpose was all about ritual, belief, and ceremony.
And archaeologists have some really compelling ideas about this. One leading theory is that it was a place for these super complex rituals, maybe a place where that unique sound could actually alter someone's state of consciousness. Another idea is that it was a whole network of underground sanctuaries, a sacred world totally separate from the everyday world upon the surface. And then there's this one, which is maybe the most fascinating, that it was a tool, a way to create and shape power by using these incredible acoustics to just awe people into submission.
And believe me, the search for answers is far from over. It's happening right now. You've got researchers painstakingly mapping every single chamber with the latest acoustic technology. And they're not just looking at the hypogeum in isolation. They're comparing everything they find with other ancient sites all over Malta, looking for patterns, any clue it might finally help unlock its true purpose.
And yet, for all of this amazing modern work, the Hypogeum is still holding its secrets really close to its chest. It's funny, it feels like the deeper we dig into it, the more we realize just how much we don't know. The biggest questions? Yeah, they're still just hanging there in the air.
So what was it really for? Was it a tomb? A temple for the gods? Some kind of oracle where you could hear their voices? Maybe all of the above? We have some pretty solid theories for sure, but that fundamental why, the real reason they poured generations of effort into this place, that's still very much up for debate.
And it's not just the purpose of the whole structure we're wondering about. There's the art. The walls are just covered in these beautiful, intricate carvings. You see spirals, all sorts of geometric patterns, these really abstract designs. But the problem is, they didn't leave behind any writing. So their true meaning, it's just lost. It's like a silent language that we've completely forgotten how to read.
And in the end, that's what we're left with. This sort of haunting reminder, The Hypogeum really challenges us, because we love easy answers today. We want everything explained. But this place, it kind of proves that some parts of our own human story are just so ancient, so different from our world, that we might never get that simple explanation.
So we're left with the silence. And isn't that fitting? The very thing that was designed to turn a tiny whisper into this huge room-filling echo. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? After all these thousands of years, what other secrets are still just waiting down there in the dark? Preserved in the stone, maybe just waiting for one of us to finally ask the right question.